Good one.
Jesse, you've got a lot of Jordan Love from Radio Row. It felt like this season, correct me if I'm wrong, this Super Bowl week, like, I feel like every other year, sometimes when Tausch and Scalzo are there and think they're interviewing Maria Menounos, and it turns out to be someone else. Who was it? Who did it turn out to be?
The Puppy Bowl. It was somebody that was running the Puppy Bowl.
Okay. That there's a lot more, like, stuff that comes out of, like last year, right? Josh Jacobs goes and says, we need a number one wide receiver. Right? Got a lot of attention. I'm going to guess, and again, I don't know enough about these sound clips that you have lined up. I'm going to guess that Jordan Love didn't say anything that is going to feel seismic in nature.
What makes you say that?
Because that's not his brand. That's not who he does. That's not what he does.
Well, if he's on with Micah, he did some stuff with Micah before Micah became a G&G'er. Micah Parsons is out there basically. He's interviewing everybody. He's got his pod going again, and I'm all for it. He's rehabbing that knee. I know when I was rehabbing my knee, I played a ton of Mario Kart. I think he should be spitting out episodes left and right with that podder that he's doing.
Did you listen to any episodes since he's
Myles Garrett? I saw clips. No, I'm a clip guy with that.
Big clip guy, yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's hear some clips from Jordan Love from Radio Row. Jesse, what do you got first?
Well, would you like to go to Pro Football Talk first, or would you like to go to Kay Adams first? Your choice.
Kay Adams. I am out on Pro Football Talk. I think that's...
What?
Okay, well, we're going to play that one too, but let's play Kay first.
It's just a matter of which one's first. Here you go. Okay. This is Jordan Love talking about the rivalry with the Chicago Bears with Kay Adams at the Super Bowl.
I know the Bears have always been your favorite rivalry. What does it feel like now that they're like another thing on your plate you got to handle?
Oh, they've always been there. The NFC North is definitely one of the best divisions in ball. You know, I think every team is very competitive, very good. The Lions, Bears, Vikings. So, you know what you're going to get every week in those games, and you got to come out on top.
Jordan, you were not getting this from the Bears every year.
No, not every year, but now.
I'm saying. So now, what's the? They're different now.
The Bears are
what
different.
What does that do to you?
It just makes it even more. You got to be at your best, your A game every time you get on the field. And, obviously they beat us in the playoffs, as you see in this game. But, we'll be back next year.
Yep.
What? No, I actually am glad you played that. I know Jason is laughing. Oh, he didn't say anything. He didn't do anything.
What did he say?
What he did? No, well, if I may, it sometimes is. It's not about what you say; it's about what you don't say.
Profound. Mm-hmm.
And I still am waiting for that clip about Difference Maker being up because that was really profound. And Jesse said he was going to clip it, and of course, that doesn't get clipped. Something else does, which was kind of annoying. But whatever.
From Jordan
in this
Love?
regard, what?
The Difference Maker clip is that from Jordan Love?
I'm talking about.
He's talking about our show yesterday. Yeah, he wanted a difference maker.
We're not doing that.
You said it. You guys said you're going to clip it. And it was really good. You actually said that was really good, which doesn't happen all that often because most of the time you're dozing off taking a nap back there. So, like it's a Cardinal-Packer game in October. Here's what that tells me. He's saying all the right things, and Kay Adams is basically like, wow, the Bears sucked. And Jordan is saying, well, but that's not the case now. Where's our edge? Where's the Packers' edge? Where's Jordan's edge on that? Like, this is Super Bowl week. I get it, and you're not. But we got Ben Johnson and their owners saying, we hate y'all, and I can't be more excited about kicking your keister. And we got handshake gate. Everything is being dictated by them. And I don't like it. So I didn't love that clip. It was I know he's there promoting, he's wearing a coat. That's a partner that I'm not going to get into. If you saw it on video, great. I'm not going to because I'm a Chevy guy. So I want us I feel like we're still looking at this like it's the 2020, like the Aaron Rodgers era. It's not. We're not in the Aaron Rodgers era. We just got beat the last 2 times we played him. And I don't want us to be looking at it like, oh, yeah, well, it's the Bears. And, yeah, it's better now. But I want passion and some fire about it. Because I tell you this, Bears fans, I saw my boy Rundy at a baseball meeting last night, big Bears guy, and they're smug. That's a smug operation. And for us, yeah, I want us to go about our business, but let's not sit and act like we're still the same old Bears and, oh, we own you. No. So do we have that edge? I know it's February, so I'm not, like, up in arms about it, but for y'all to say nothing was done there, I don't know. I took something out of it.
You're literally saying he said nothing there. You want an edge. Where's his edge? There was no edge.
But that's the point.
I don't understand. I must be missing the point then.
No, you will sit there and you will mince every word Brian Gutekunst says and what Matt LaFleur, and you will hammer on it for 6 months. And now Jordan Love is basically saying, yeah, the Bears. Yeah, they got us.
No, he said it's different now. I definitely don't want to play it again.
But he's saying it, but I don't feel it. Did you feel it in that interview?
They beat us in the playoffs.
When I saw
like
McCaskey,
right now,
saw McCaskey say we hate these blanks, and Ben Johnson say, yeah, we ain't taking anything back. You don't think there's still more of an edge? We better get over ourselves and say.
But I feel like you're agreeing with me and disagreeing with me at the same time.
I'm not agreeing with you at all. You guys thought this was a nothing burger, that there's nothing. And I'm saying there is something there.
You're criticizing him because it was a nothing burger, because there was no edge to what he said.
But you're analyzing what is being done. That's interesting. You're acting like that was just boring.
He does not have Ben Johnson's personality. This is on brand.
I don't need him to have Ben Johnson's personality. I want him to be as pissed as Packer fans are that we're living through all these Bear fans telling us how blank and great they are. I don't want it to be nonchalant.
But he's not talking to Bears fans the way you're getting after you on social media. He's not paying attention to any of that.
Is there any edge? Is there any edge?
Well,
do you think the Packers, with that loss, have anything going to change?
If he has any edge when he's interviewed by Kay Adams, I want him to have an edge.
It sets a tone
against the Bears.
I'm Team Tausch on this one.
It sets a tone. The tone is, oh, it's the same old Bears. We'll get to him when it's time.
He
the
literally
Bears
said
are
the
living
opposite of that. He literally said
Bears
the opposite of that.
The Bears are living and dying with beating our butts. That's what they're doing.
Ooh. Tausch has got a little edge.
Well, no, this is no longer Rodgers belting up and saying, we own you, because they did. We don't own him anymore.
We all know
We don't even have a division title. Everybody's got a division title but us since 21. Everybody. And I don't sense that's... I know he's going through a press junket, and he's probably done 100 of them, but it did tell me, like, I want our players, and I want us to look at it, and it's always been we're above that, right? We're looking at championships. The Bears beat us. It's their Super Bowl. And I don't want that, but I certainly don't want, and I'm not saying this is how it's going to be when it gets, my guess is opening day is going to be either at Lambeau or at Soldier Field. That would be my guess. I want us to be, you want hot urine? I want extremely scorched urine.
Boiling. Yeah.
Is what I'm looking for.
Kelvin.
And I didn't hear that there. That's all.
Okay, but you've been in pregame huddles where you call it up before you go out there. You've been in the huddle on the first snap of a game. Do we think Jordan Love, when they're playing the Bears, is the same as when he's wearing that jacket on stage, like with Kay Adams? Like, do you think there's going to be an edge with him? He got knocked out with a concussion by a guy who hit him helmet to helmet. They lost the game
that would piss
in the
me
playoffs.
Off.
Like,
that would get me mad.
I just don't think this
blowing an 18-point lead. Get me mad.
Right, and I'm sure it does. But you're like to say that because he was his typically milquetoast self in that interview, it means that he doesn't understand. Like he literally says that it's different now with the Bears. That it's not the way it was.
It's not
before.
about Jason. Here's what you don't get, and this is what I tried to read.
I love it when you tell me
what I don't get. It wasn't about what he said. You didn't get it, so I'm going to say
your issue is who gives a damn if he's not edgy enough in an interview with Kay Adams. I want him to be edgy on.
Here's my point.
September
Jesse
10th.
does fan. So you're not a fan, so you don't get it. Here's my point, and there has been an edge from the Chicago side of this because they have been little brothered to death.
Totally agree.
And now that is no longer the case. This is his first appearance since that season, unless I missed something else. And all I'm saying is I don't need him to be, blank in blood or anything else. But all I want him to say is, we're pissed about what happened, and we're going to be working all offseason to not let that happen again. And there was none of that. And, again, it's nothing. But you played it, and I'm reading it, and my initial reaction is I want our players that I know it hurt them. There's no doubt it hurt that they lost that game. I want to feel it. And I want our players, because our fans feel it. And one of the disconnects is the players, they're off to Cancun, they're doing all this stuff, and I get it, man. You want to get away, but that's your first time to really message the fans. That's what he's there for, and to make money, which he should. You give an opportunity, you could have said, we're pissed. Like that, we blew it. And we are going to do everything in our power to reclaim the North. I'm not saying he's got to be spitting blood at McCaskey and Ben Johnson, but they did. And that edge that they had gave them the belief that they could pull off an 18-point deficit. It just feels like we need to regain that edge. We haven't won. We're the mighty Green Bay Packers. We haven't won a blanking division in 4 years. So maybe we need to reevaluate and say, we got to get back the North. We've been chasing all these championships for all these years. We fell short, but we've been winning the North. Now we haven't, and there's a new sheriff in town, and they just came and stole our girl and ate our lunch. And we're just going to sit there and say, yeah, man, well, it's cool. It's cool. I'm out on that.
And if I may also add, I think it's a continuation from the lack of changes for the offensive coordinator, much of the coaching staff. It's a continuation of Goody last week saying, we're pretty much running everything back. I think the fan base is upset that there isn't more passion and intensity across the board in the response to how the season ended.
He is who he is. And I'll say this, if Kay Adams had Tucker Kraft on, or had Micah Parsons on, or had Keyshawn Nixon on, you'd have gotten what you're looking for. You would have.
Okay. Who's the leader of the football team?
Micah Parsons.
Really?
He is who he, And
Jordan Love ain't the leader of the football team?
If you want someone who's going to be vocal and out there publicly saying things that you want to hear as a fan, Jordan Love's not the guy who's going to do that for you. That's not who he is. And are you new here? Give me one instance. Give me one instance in 3 years as the starter where he has said something that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Me. That's not who he is. Okay. Just like he's also not the guy that when a guy screws up on the field that throws his arms up and reams them out on their way to the sideline. That's not who he is. So the idea that suddenly now he's supposed to get on Kay Adams and tear off his shirt like Ben Johnson.
Nobody's
and
asking for that.
I understand, but I'm making a point.
I want to hear that this was unacceptable and that you don't have to scream, but you could certainly exude some, you know what, man, that wasn't good.
But because he didn't say it, you think he thinks it's acceptable?
No.
Of course not.
You're messaging to your fans when you're there, and Kay Adams is trying to get him to say, yeah, Kay is pushing him to do it, and he didn't do it.
Because that's who he is.
Okay. All right.
And you know that's who he is. You think let's say Aaron Rodgers is still the quarterback and the Bears win those 2 games the way they did at the end of the regular season and in the playoff game. You think Aaron Rodgers is answering the question that way? I do not. But again, different. Every person is a different person. And he is that's him. That was on brand for him.
Sure.